Welcome in, everyone, to another session with the Second Chances. As always, we're going to start with some thank yous, the first of which goes out to Critical Role for creating the wonderful world of Exandria that we all get to play in, as well as to Reliquary Records, Dungeon Glitch, Critical Role, Hunter Rogertson, and Borislav Slavov. We use music on Spotify from all of these artists, so please go and stream all of their music as well. Last time on the Second Chances, they have been slowly making their way across the Menagerie coast to the Dorel Woods near the far western side of the Sirios Mountains, not far from the Pallid Grove, in their quest to go back to Leaf's home to see what has befallen Dr. Fernelius and the rest of his automaton family. They are currently in Gwardan, where they have recently put a stop to an Aormaton kidnapping ring that also has some sort of connection to what's going on with Dr. Fernelius and Leaf's home. And as of last session, just single-handedly, no offense, Roz, broke up a sort of Aormaton chop shop in the mining and warehouse districts of Gwardan. So we're going to go ahead and jump right back into there moments after you have all finished the battle.
Yeah, we interrogated a guy and he passed out. And
you basically just freaked out.
We didn't ask a single question. I wouldn't say we interrogated anyone.
Secret question, yep.
We just terrorized them.
Actually, this one might be a little bit too much. Hold on, let me do...
Oh yeah, let me turn on the music. Oh shit.
I think Reefs of Dark Toe will work just fine.
This is a good one.
So yeah, you have in front of you a passed out mercenary, probably formerly of the Golden Chain Company, as well as a sorrow spawn of old Kieran. That is...
No, that one's gone. Now it's his dead friend that I chopped his head off.
Okay, so that's still there.
Yeah.
That's right. But I'm pretty sure Corey's shadow spawn is still there as well. So,
oh, they're both just hanging out. Okay.
So after this mercenary passes out from fear, you all just kind of look at each other, and there's a sorrow spawn of Corey that's kind of just hanging off of Corey's arm, with like their face in Corey's shoulder, weeping black tears. And then there is a... What exactly is your thing that you summon, Hermia?
An accursed specter.
Yeah, he's an accursed specter.
And then there's an accursed specter of one of the other mercenaries that you all killed, who is holding their severed specter head under their arm. So
I think so.
We might not be the heroes,
so
guys.
Had ran off to go after some of them. We managed to get one. The other one ran away. So I imagine we come up on the scene and are like, "What the fuck?"
I'd like to point out,
staring off into the distance,
that because of the surprise condition, I think only 1, 2, 3, only 4 of the 11 people here would have even had a chance to surrender if you would have even asked them.
Yeah.
Oops. They attacked us.
They didn't.
Well, we did first.
They blew them up. Okay.
We were sleeping. Come on.
Well, somebody was.
Leo was sleeping.
Anyway. Okay. Well, ghosts and all, maybe we should let the Selesno take care of this.
Yeah, that's fair. Roz is gonna reach down and hoist this person up onto her good shoulder to carry them to the Selesno.
Oh, okay, cool.
We'll let them handle the interrogation.
Should we?
We seem to suck at it.
I mean, maybe. Well, okay. Look, sorry, and I just like hand wave away, crying Corey. And I just go, wait, do we want to try to like maybe interrogate with them? You know?
Robbie, do you hear that outside?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what the hell that is. Sorry,
is that
give me
like
one...
a helicopter like flying over our building?
It hasn't passed at all. I don't know what
Is
the
it
heck
like
that
just
is.
chilling in the
Sorry,
sky?
All
one
if-
second.
Sure that Robbie and Katie are
yeah,
not
go
in
check and make sure
danger.
like the SWAT team's not there or something.
Yeah.
Like dragging something out. It's really loud.
Okay. All right. Yep. Well.
You-
Good.
Okay.
I mean, there's an airfield by us, so like sometimes they do drills and stuff, but usually not this late.
Yeah, I would like think not at 9 o'clock.
So,
Let's check Twitter. Let's see what happened in national news.
That's what I mean. Like, oh my God, was there like
yeah,
a
it was
hostage
super
situation going on?
loud. Like, yeah, it was. That's weird. I don't know what's going on outside.
Like, it sounds like someone's dragging something like metal across the pavement next to my window. It's so loud.
Jesus.
All right, so yes, so you're taking this mercenary into the Zalezo, so you are going to look for Spider. Feel free to do any sort of talk amongst yourselves as you go back. Did anyone else want to stay here and potentially look around for anything, or?
I would,
Okay.
to be honest.
Sure.
Like, just suss out, like, where the Aormatons may have, like, come from, like, this current batch. Like, if I could see any identifying, like, markers from which
Robbie,
town they
there
might have
is a
been from.
helicopter. It's
Yeah.
hovering. It's hovering over by building 25. Oh shit! Is
Weird.
there like a manhunt outside?
I sure hope not.
Apparently, there's police there too.
Okay, so there's a manhunt going on. Yep. Excellent.
Great.
The kitty
Uh,
is freaking out.
Leo, go ahead and make an investigation check for me, and if anyone is staying back to help you, you can do so with advantage.
You could have Leaf go with him.
Sure, Leaf can stay with
Leaf
you.
has a penchant for setting off traps just for the fun of it, apparently. So, no, Leaf's gonna go with us.
Okay, well, real Leaf isn't here to do that, so...
Fair enough.
I was just offering.
So, investigation +8.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
that's
that's
24.
plenty enough. So, cursory glances, the majority of the Aormaton stuff is here in sort of this main small room that you're in. Obviously, you don't know a whole lot about Aormaton physiology or what powers them, per se. But you do know, even with your limited knowledge, that none of them here, or the pieces of them that you see, are powered on. This was a chop shop of some sort. It looks like they brought the Aormatons here. They disassembled them. You see piles and boxes and barrels of what looks to be sort of older, maybe unusable parts. And then you see others that are packed
Are
up.
there ledgers of any kind?
We'll get to that.
Okay.
And then you find some that look to be packaged in a way or set up in a way that they were probably going to be transported somewhere. You do also find some ledgers. The ledgers correspond with... They don't have, like, names or anything in them because these people weren't necessarily interested in the names of these Aormatons. But it is basically broken down like an inventory. And it does have on there Nicodranus, Port Zune, Port Damali, which leads you to believe that they were recording where it was that they came from. So this would definitely be good proof for the Zalezo on that this was actually happening, and may also be used to potentially help to track down anyone, who was left behind, who are now still looking for these Aormatons.
Are there any other towns on the ledgers that we haven't been to?
Yes. Pheolin.
Pheolin, okay.
Um,
Is that on our way, or?
Yes, you guys skipped Pheolin because you took the boat to Port Damali. Though they're not on there as often, Tusoa and Oath are also on there a couple times, but not a lot. And finally, with that roll, I'd say the other thing that you spot is you find a small bucket that has a bunch of those discs that were used to deactivate the aormatons. You find a bucket of those. The majority of them look like used, or they're like blackened to where you don't think they're like active anymore, but kind of just taking a quick like look through, you do find 3 of them that might be in working condition, or that maybe someone with tinkering could potentially put back into working condition. I don't have stats for those written up yet, but you can write down 3 shock stamps.
I'll give those to Zana once I get back to the group.
And we'll say that you find 257 gold.
Ooh.
And I'll give that to Maev when I get back to the group.
Throw it in the pot of loot. 157.
The only other thing that I'd probably want to know is... I don't know. Like, I can't remember what I was going to ask, so it's not important. So, I'm done.
Actually, I'll say you find one other thing. Roll a d20 for me.
Ooh, that's not good. 4?
4. You find, you notice a satchel hanging on the wall right as you're about to leave with LEAFF, near where some of the parts that look like they were probably going to be shipped somewhere are. And you decide to check in there, and opening it up, there is 2 odd-looking sort of discs in there that the only reason that I think you understand what these are is because you saw the doctor in Ayer's recollection putting more primitive versions of these into LEAFF's siblings, but you think these may be aormaton memory discs of some type. One of them is cracked, the other one isn't. So it's possible that if this given to the right person, at least one of these aormatons may be saved.
I will pocket that.
At one point, there may have been more on here, but it seems these were shipped out in the same way, and you just didn't stumble across them on a night where there was a lot of them in there, unfortunately. Corey, you said you wanted to do something before you get to the Zalezo?
Yeah, so I would like to, I'm gonna pull out my Warlock Rod of the Pact Keeper, and regain a spell slot.
You got it.
And then I'm gonna look to the group. So I think, like, couldn't we, like, I could dream to this person right now and, like, interrogate them that way? I think we should be in the room at least if we don't want to do that, because, I mean, because didn't that one guy say, like, it was only really him who cared about any of it?
I mean, I assume they'll care a bit more now that we have, like, hard proof of it.
True, yeah.
I mean, you can certainly dream into their mind if you want to.
Yeah, I mean, do it now while they're sleeping?
I would think that would make sense.
Okay, sure. Trust fall, and I just hit myself with dream, and then hopefully someone catches me.
Roz already has her only arm on the guy, so you fall. Okay,
Maev, make a dexterity check for me.
Roll for catch.
Just because it's fun this way.
11.
Okay, you needed a 10. So yeah, Roz Roz doesn't even make for Corey because, like, what do you want from me? and
that thing where you put your foot out to try to catch something that's falling. You're like, I'm never gonna be able to catch that.
Yeah. Not you. Just like, oh well, there she goes. And Maeve gets under, like, just in time, like an inch away from bonking her head on the ground.
More warning would have been appreciated.
And then, yeah, you can carry Corey pretty easily. Zana helps
like an
you.
11 in strength.
Yeah, Zana can also help you put her into, like, piggyback carry mode if that's
there we go.
easier. Yeah.
Thank you.
I have a strength of 7, so it can't be that heavy.
So, Corey, would you like to describe the dream that you manifest for this person?
Yeah, definitely back at the warehouse, and then kind of like in media res where they are working in the little lab room that we were fighting them in. But they're the only one in there, and then I'm gonna have like a dark fog kind of set in, and creepy whispery voices kind of pour out. And then I'm going to step out of the shadows as I think I'm going to take on the Sorrow spawn form.
Okay. Go ahead and start by making an intimidation roll at advantage for me.
Nice. 24.
24. Okay. So as the fog begins to roll in and you step out of the shadows, they kind of look around a bit confused and they start calling out a few names, but nobody shows up. And then as they turn and see you, they immediately back into the bench that they were on and start to, like, shimmy across it to try and get away from you. As you're like, what do you want? Reach for their weapon, but there is none.
Yeah. And gonna speak telepathically almost. And then sort of like how, like, in Laudna in Critical Role's Campaign 3, when she does the message spell, like, there's just like a whispery demonic echo as I speak.
Yeah, yep. Okay.
And I go, you have done something very wrong.
What?
And then Corey internally is like, I didn't think I would get this far.
I didn't think this would work at all.
Right. Usually when I try to be cool, it doesn't work.
Also, I love that you go, you've done something very wrong, and they go, what? Like they're not working in an Aormaton shop.
Creepy Corey is going to step forward and kind of show images of the like the beaten down Warforged constructs that we've come across in our journeys, and then kind of show a final scene of the warehouse and show them like the body parts and, you know, discarded pieces of the Warforged, and continue.
They're just machines. All right, it was just a job.
Was it? And then I think I want some of the constructs to come out of the boxes, like they're creepy marionettes.
Yeah, nice. Okay.
You're turning this into fucking Sid's room from Toy Story.
Yeah. And
yeah, the arms begin, like, clawing towards them and, like, trying to climb up them, legs pulling out, hands attached to them. Yeah, it's literal nightmare fuel.
And I just go, if you don't repent, then I can't save you from them.
What do you want me to do? I can't take back everything that we've done.
You can tell me everything you've did.
What do you want? What do you want to know? They bring the bodies here. We take them apart, and we send the good parts to Denozo's factory or his lab or whatever it is he's making out there.
Give me names. Who's your contact?
Roman, the big guy with the 4 arms. He brings them here, and then he takes the boxes and he takes them to the lab in the forest. All right, we just take them apart and we get paid. That's it.
Can I inside with advantage?
Sure can.
Oof. 16.
As far as you're aware, they seem to be telling the truth. They seem pretty scared right now. No reason for them to hold back as far as you're concerned. You're terrifying.
You are so scared.
I'm gonna ask, when was the last time you communicated with the 4-armed man?
He was here a few months ago. We don't communicate with anyone unless they come here. He was supposed to be due here in a few days, but some adventurers or some heroes or whatever showed up with his cart.
Did do that.
Is this the only warehouse, the only factory where you guys work on the Warforged?
Yeah, we move it around from month to month so the Zalezo don't catch wind of it.
Where was your next place?
We just recently moved into this one. It hadn't been picked out yet as far as I'm aware.
And the fellow workers? Was everyone in the room that night? Was that all?
Yeah, it's the same group. We used to work for the Golden Chain, but we all got kicked out or dishonorably discharged for cruel and unusual fucking whatever.
And then Corey's thinking, probably should have taken someone in here with me, because I don't know what else to ask.
You hear
You got all the information.
You hear in your head, I think we've gotten everything we need. And the more and more that I hear this rat talk, I feel like the world would be better off without them.
Is that Gil?
It is Gil, yes.
Oh shit.
Oh.
Gil's mad. Good to see you stand for something, Gil.
Heroes rid the world of monsters like this, don't they?
Okay. I'm gonna roll a d20 for my character because I think no, hear me out because Leaf, that's like my buddy Leaf. Like if they did that to Leaf, like yeah, I would murder them in no time. And it's kind of like, you know, that same conversation of like, whatever, they're not a person, so we'll do whatever we want with them.
You don't even have to roll for it. If you think this is something Corey would believe, then just go with it.
Yeah, but not the violent way that Gil is suggesting. That's why I was like, should I roll?
Well, hold on. He didn't suggest anything just yet. He just suggested the world would be better off without it. You can see how this plays out if you'd like to.
And I have the constructs start to like clamber and crawl towards this person and like claw at their clothes and at their feet.
Yeah, they're like right up in a corner just trying to like push themselves like into the wall away from these things.
Okay, and I'll just say, when you awake, you're going to tell the Zalezo everything you know, and you will hold nothing back. Because if you don't, I promise you, I will haunt you till the end of your days.
You feel a coldness in your hand, Corey. And as you look down at your hand, one of your fingers has begun to like sort of grow and elongate, black with these pulsing veins on it. And you feel a very similar power that you felt when you were facing the pirates a few weeks ago. And you hear Gil say, or you could do the world a favor. You have one use of Finger of Death. Imagine if it was a leaf, Corey.
Hello.
Hello?
Sorry, we hadn't been hearing you.
No, it's okay. I was having a good spiel, and now I've forgotten all of it.
Aww.
Aww.
Sucks.
It does. I just raise my hand, and I can feel like the eldritch energy pulsing, and I can see like the veins growing darker and kind of spreading through my arm. And then in that moment, I think of Leaf planting flowers and growing the hedge artwork for the Kaylee. I think of Maev. I think of Roz and Hermia and Leo. And I think I kind of just shock myself and kind of back away, and then just like I just jump out of the dream, just wake up in a cold sweat.
And as you do, you hear Gil's voice. Well, I tried. I'm not cut out for this hero thing.
Oh.
Corey, are you alright?
Corey's crying. Yeah, Corey's crying.
Oh, I hug Corey. Hey, what's going on?
Dream didn't go the way you planned?
No, it went really well. Sorry, I just sorry. Sometimes when I use that spell, the emotion, whatever I evoke, it just lingers, and I just we'll talk later. We're almost there, but I think I persuaded them to be honest with the Zalezo. Unfortunately, I mean, I didn't really learn anything newer than what we kind of already know. Their main contact was the four-armed guy, and at least, or they did say they do change like locations like every few months, and they had just gotten here, so.
Oh, well, no, that's really good to know. That means that we've really kind of struck at the heart of what's going on here.
Yeah.
Yeah. So at least for this operation, dang, I should have asked if they knew of others, but
Okay.
they said like at least here in Gwardan this was all, and that everything gets sent back to Denoza.
Who's in Leaf's home?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, good job.
I give Corey a hug, and I just say, I'm really proud of you.
Oh, thanks, Maev. Did you? Oh God, did you see? Did you know what?
What? Did I see what?
Nothing. Never mind. We'll talk later. It's fine. We'll talk later.
Okay. I help you to your feet, and I offer you a hand in case you need it.
Get up, press the digitation, my face, hydrate, all of that.
Nice sheen.
Nice spritz.
Yeah.
Nice dewdrop. Listen, look.
Put a face mask on, and then.
Just create water to wash off your face and a gust of wind to blow dry yourself.
You've got that permanent, like just fresh out of the shower hair look going on.
Yeah.
It just looks like
Yes.
a hair shampoo commercial.
Yes, it's perfect. We're all awestruck.
This is what we really need magic for. We're thinking about the important things.
Fact.
Mm-hmm.
I do sometimes wish I had prestidigitation instead of thaumaturgy. Not gonna lie.
So you continue on back into the city, and you actually you didn't get quite all the way there, but you are met about 3/4 the way there by the Zalezo. It seems that Spider was able to round everyone up a lot quicker than he had anticipated. So you hand over the
here you go,
still unconscious body of the mercenary. Leo, you're able to catch up as well, so you can hand over any further information. You give the location.
I'll hand them the ledgers and all that, but I won't give them
The memory chip.
The memory chip. I'll hold on to that.
Also, Maev, do you mention that you think maybe the place might be booby trapped? Because technically, you guys don't know where the booby traps are.
Yep, I do.
Okay.
I suspect there were traps.
Okay.
Tell them to watch their step.
Yep. The fact that you weren't able to see anything, it makes him consider that they could be magical in nature, especially given what happened back at the camp with the Glyph of Warning.
Right.
So he sends some of his men back to get some wizards for detect magic. They thank you, and he mentions coming back and seeing him sometime tomorrow at the Zalezo headquarters here in Gwardan, and he will see about some sort of reward for your services.
Heck yeah.
Of course.
Ooh.
It's
Damn.
very late.
Yeah, it's very late now, so we're gonna go to bed.
Yep. So
Hey,
with that,
Robbie, I forgot a
yes.
thing.
What did you
Sorry,
forget? No, you're
I
fine.
pulled my cards and I have to roll. So
On Wild Magic?
I did. And here's the thing. I'm sorry, everyone. So when I read
Just tell me the
this
number.
class, no. It says whenever you pull a joker, you have to roll. It doesn't say what
Correct.
happens if I pull 2.
You pulled 2 Joker cards?
Oh, how do you 2 jokers?
Stop it. Corey, did you pull 2 Joker cards?
How many jokers are in this deck?
There's just some talk.
This is
Well, remember, when you pull a
amazing.
card, it
Is
doesn't
this a
go away, it
new
goes back.
deck? Is this a new deck? Did you just like open it and
No,
like pull the
this is
2 top
amazing.
jokers?
Okay.
What's of this happening?
Okay. All right. Look, it's no worse than Callie rolling 2 1s for a death saving throw. Actually, it is a little bit
Actually,
worse.
it is,
Yeah,
because
okay,
it
never
could-
mind.
it could make us all have to
All right.
roll. That
Oh,
saving
Corey.
throws.
Corey, please roll 2 D100s.
Oh.
It has me too.
Which one's fireball?
Yeah.
Even if I was honest.
Yes!
Okay.
Because you were honest.
Okay. Oh wait. 43 and 90.
What does that mean?
43
Okay.
is Fog Cloud, I think.
All right. So, as you are walking back, right as you get done talking with the Zalezo, there's these weird sparks of energy that begin to jump from Corey's card box. And you watch as Corey vanishes and then reappears 20 feet in front of you. And for the next minute, Corey, you can teleport 20 feet as a bonus action.
Oh.
And
Not
then
combat.
Corey vanishes.
Corey, are you there?
Am I there?
Yeah, you are.
Yeah.
You can still see
Oh.
them. You're just invisible.
I didn't know she blinked. That's why I was
Oh.
checking.
Can I do I look at my hands?
Yeah, you're just invisible.
Oh. Okay. Guys, it's okay.
But none of you
No.
hear. But none of you hear Corey.
Hello. Oh God.
Where is she?
Oh no, my
Corey?
worst nightmare. Oh gosh.
Did she blink into like an ethereal
No.
realm or something? I've heard of
I'm
this
right
before.
here.
Have
Guys,
you?
wait,
This
I'm
should
right
be
here.
dawning on you, Roz.
I'm right here, guys.
Oh,
I tried a
what, 'cause
minor
Graham likes to do
illusion.
that?
Yep.
Yeah.
I tried a minor illusion, like I'm here.
As
SOS.
as you cast a spell, your invisibility wears off.
Oh,
Oh,
there you are.
oh, thank God. Oh
That-
my God.
That was scary. It'd be really
Oh,
cool if
gosh.
you could control that and do it when you
You're
want
telling
to.
me. At least it wasn't a fireball this time.
You know
That
what?
would be...
We all get a 1,000-yard stare on our face.
Mm. Yeah, at least it's not that.
Oh, the werewolf encounter. It feels so long ago.
Yeah, every time I talk to Kalen, I have to rethink it all over again because he's with Raven. I'm just like, damn it.
Sorry.
Well,
guys,
just
but-
remember that Corey did the most damage in that encounter, not the werewolf and not the
Oh.
werewolf hunter.
We do remember. Hence the 1,000-yard stare.
I just remember it was the first time that Lester ever died, and I don't know why I didn't die. Oh, because I made the dex
Yeah, you made
saving
the
throw.
save.
Yeah.
I like to think that anytime that comes up with Kaylin, Right, and you're like, is everything okay? Like, you know, Raven, the whole werewolf thing? And he's like, Raven's never dropped a fireball on me.
Listen, we're all still learning. Some still are.
Wait, did Kaylin take that too?
No, Kaylin
No, he
wasn't
wasn't there.
Yeah, you guys...
No.
Maeve had only met him one time at that point.
Yeah.
But I'm sure
you guys hadn't
Maeve
met him
and
yet,
Raven have both told him about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, because he didn't meet Raven till the next time. Okay. Well, I don't know about you all, but after having to do a mentally intensive speech, put on a Kaylee, and then try to shoot up some guys, I'm exhausted.
Oh, your tent is not in sleeping condition.
I don't have a tent.
You
can bunk with me.
You'd also easily be able to get another tent from the refugee camp if you so wanted to.
Or you could stay with Zana.
No, stay with me.
Corey. Wing woman.
I know, but it's like they're always together and stuff.
What?
I'm just the jealous sibling right now. Like when your sibling gets a boyfriend or whatever, and you're like, dang it, what the hell?
First of all, they're dating, and second of all, they're really not together all that much.
Go ahead and stay with the child for tonight. I don't plan on sleeping anyway. Someone needs to stay up and keep watch.
Why? We kicked their butts. Like, you guys, I know, like, fireball event and everything, and I'm so sorry.
There's still a bunch of them in the forest, though, Corey.
There
we
could
just
be.
got to the heart of the ends. Yeah.
We don't know for sure, but there could be more. You don't let your guard down just because you think you've won.
Okay, well, I'll be up after 4 hours, so I'll be able to help with some of that, regardless. Thank you, Corey. Let's get back. Roz, I want to talk to you before we go to bed.
Oh, sure thing.
All right, so you head back. If you want to get another tent, you can. If you want to stay with Corey, you can. If you want to use Zana's while she's up watching, you can.
Corey, do you need Maeve to be with you tonight? Is that the request?
Corey needs a hug.
Does Corey need a hug?
No, you don't have to. It's
no,
fine.
but does Corey want her to?
I mean, like, I always love a good sleepover. You know, I feel like we've just been doing so much lately, and I just, I love to gab. So
Maeve will come over to comfort you when she's done talking to Roz.
Suck it, Zana.
Zana just rolled like a 29 insight, so she knows exactly how Corey is feeling right now.
Is that how that works? Oh, God. All right.
Do you say suck it, Zana, in her direction?
Yeah, but as a joke. Like, we're joshing. We're buds.
She just smiles at you.
And she smiles?
Yeah, she just smiles at you.
Corey gets weirded out. Like,
she can
don't
smile.
do that. I mean, yeah, but like, that's not our relationship. I feel weird.
She walks up to you and puts a hand on your shoulder and looks you right in the eye and goes, "Have a good night, Corey." And then she walks off.
That's unsettling.
Actually, you do need to. You need to stay with me, Maeve, because I think Zana's plotting my murder right now.
Look between Zana and Corey and just shake my head. It's not gonna murder you. It's gonna be fine. Let's. I'll just think to Zana teasingly. Play nice. Let's not scare the child. And then we'll keep going.
Yep. And you guys make it back. And so whenever you want to find Roz for a word, go for it.
Oh, yeah. I will. Corey, I'll be right back. And then I will go to Roz's tent.
Yep, Roz just getting set up to sleep.
How are you feeling?
Good. It was good to get through the fight without embarrassing myself any.
I couldn't help but notice that when we were all trying to figure out what to do, you were pretty quiet.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's sneaking around is admittedly not my strong suit.
Yeah, but even giving orders of who to go what,
Oh.
I also know that the last time you gave an order, she'll kind of motion to your arm. That happened.
She kind of gives a stiff look at that, I think. Yeah. Yeah, maybe I was feeling a little gun shy.
I can understand feeling, uncertain. But we need you. We need your head in the game.
Yeah. I'm sorry about that.
It's okay. I guess let me put it a different way. More my way to put it. We still trust you.
She kind of clears her throat and nods. Yeah. It's weird. I know that when you make decisions, sometimes bad things happen. Like it's not like I'm learning that lesson for the first time. I learned it before. But I guess this was one that, I don't know, felt so sure was right. And, well, it cost me more than I wanted it to.
Yeah. That makes total sense. And, I can't say that I think if it happened to anyone else with us that we wouldn't be feeling the same way. Uncertain. Useless, maybe. Less useful, perhaps.
Yeah. But you're right. It's, it happens. We're gonna get it fixed. I'll be better next time.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. Just making sure. She'll pat you on the back.
Roz puts an arm around you and hugs you.
She will hug you back.
All right, I'm gonna try and sleep.
Yeah, I will. Maybe too.
Enjoy your sleepover.
Thank you. Rest easy.
Roz,
Yes.
in your tent, you find a sleeping roll and a lumpy pillow.
Aww.
A sleeping roll and a lumpy pillow. Does the lumpy pillow have eyes?
No.
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 Okay.
It's just your
Is
usual
there-
stuff in there. I just wanted you to know that that's what you find there.
Wait, where
Okay.
is Princess?
I don't know. Would you like to look around for her
Yes!
Robbie, the
Go
answer
ahead.
is always yes.
and make a perception check?
Okay.
Swear to God, if they stole Princess and I have to go back to that warehouse.
Okay. Perception.
I love how you automatically just had the dad thing of like, if I have to go back there.
22?
22.
Oh,
Okay.
funny.
Yeah.
You start looking around the camp for Princess, kind of checking everything, looking mostly for like items that just have the same item next to it, as that tends to be her go-to, is just mimic something that she's like right next to.
Yeah.
And you're not able to find her at first glance. You're kind of sitting there, like wondering where the heck could she go. And then you notice that the pile of logs next to your campfire has moved. And as you turn and look, standing next to you, about up to your waist, is just like a little like person made of logs, who also sort of has their arms crossed, like they're looking around for something too. And Princess looks up at you.
Hermia will just hug her and be like, I thought you blew up!
You get a splinter.
It's okay.
Worth
She
it.
hugs you back.
Come on, Princess, let's go to sleep. It's been fucking crazy.
All right, she follows you into your tent and lays down as a pile of logs.
Nice.
All right.
I will go
Corey.
over to Corey. Oh,
Yep,
yeah.
so
go ahead.
as you and Corey are getting like your sleeping arrangement
Yep.
set up in there,
Oh, it's
Corey, you
great.
wanted to. Well, we'll say you go and find Zana while Maeve's talking to Roz. So, a little ways off from where the camp is set off, You see Zana's cloak. She's sitting down on a rock, like a stump or something like that was used during the Kaylee. As you walk towards her, I need you to make a perception check. I'm going to let you know right now that your DC is 33.
Jesus.
Rude.
I think only Leaf could make it.
I could have rolled a nat 20, I think.
I don't think
Yeah.
I could make it. A roll.
Yep.
That's a natural
No.
one. So
All right, yeah. So, yeah, you see Zana. Walk up to her. What do you say?
kind of walk up to her, like holding my arms up, like in a karate chop, and I'm just like, "Hey, Zana."
You feel fingers up against the back of your
What?
neck. Bang. You're dead. And Zana
my-
walks past you and picks her cloak up, and you can see that it was set up like on her rifle to look like she was sitting there.
Oh my.
She throws her cloak on in, sits down, and starts cleaning her guns.
Zana, you almost made me shit my pants. Don't do that. God.
Did you need something?
Gosh. I don't know. Maybe. Yes, I do. I just want to say thank you. That's it.
You're welcome.
You're not gonna ask for what? You're just gonna.
I figured that was sort of like a blanket statement for all the things that I do for you, but if you want to get
Okay,
specific,
okay.
please.
Okay, fine. You know what? Actually, I'm realizing something now, Zana. I've always tried this like love-hate kind of approach with you, but here's the thing. I think what actually would get on your nerves is if I go super duper lovey-dovey with you. So I'm just warning you now because I think you're gonna hate it. I'm gonna hate it.
She sets her gun down and turns over to face you.
What is happening?
Stands up and walks over, so she's standing like right next to you. She's not quite as tall as Roz, but Zana's still, somewhat tall compared to you. So she kneels down, puts her arms around you, and gives you a squeeze. You did very, very good tonight, Corey. I'm proud of you. And she lets go and sits back down.
Okay, yeah, no, I can't do it. I tried. You win. Fine, you win.
I know.
Just whatever. Thank you for listening to me when, it looked like shit was gonna hit the fan and everything, because I know I'm still learning this thing compared to y'all, so it just made me feel real good and whatever.
You don't have Cloak of Many Fashions. You just have the shift weave, right?
I think I have glamour. Well, yes, one of those two, but not.
You
the
basically
fashions
you
one.
have the one where you can change your clothes into preset things. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
That's it.
Why is that important?
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
just me as the DM. I'm just wondering. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
Can I check my stuff? I'm packing my stuff.
No, that was just me making sure that I had that right, because Zana only has the cloak. She doesn't have shift weave or whatever it's called. So.
Okay.
All right, cool. Yeah. So, yep, she returns your gratitude, but definitely in a way that says, like, we're a team, but I will always be better than you.
Wow.
Okay.
Big
Whatever.
Robbie energy.
Whatever. I'm just gonna start yelling at the camp. Zana gave me a hug.
Yay!
She smiled at me. She gave me a hug. So sure, she's a badass, but she's a softie too.
Corey, stop lying.
No, I'm not lying.
Ross goes back to sleep.
Pictures or it didn't happen.
I just chuckle.
All right. So with that, Maev and Corey have their little slumber party in one of the tents.
You okay, Corey? Maeve's not gonna say anything, but if you're gonna talk, she will listen.
No, I think I'm gonna plop down and then, kind of while we were all bedding down, could this have been a short rest so I could get my spells back for dream stuff? DL?
Sure. Oh my god. Hold on. Kiona just freaked me out with a
Fell off the fucking map, dude.
Let us know who you want that.
I could do this.
Let us know who you want that inspo to go to, Kiona. But yes, you can have your dream spells.
Ooh. Oh. No, I'm good,
Maev,
Maev.
you get the inspo.
Yeah, how are you? How are you? You must be, like, exhausted after today.
Oh, extremely. Today's been a very, very long day. But well, you aren't going to be able to convince everyone, but I think being able to have an open forum and the Kaylee kind of helping raising spirits at least helped for now. But there's still a lot I have to do ahead. But that's okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, you know, it's not just like hey, here's a pizza party, make you feel better. It's, you know, it's like a precursor to action, right? Like, because we are gonna go, and they can come with us if they want, if they're gonna complain about it so much. So, you know, I think you did good today, though. You did really good.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Kind of wish Roz punched someone in the face, though, at the beginning there. So
that's fair. I realize that I may not have that sort of ability to make maybe people do what I want immediately, but I can give them the space to at least tell me how they really feel. And that's okay. I can't punch anybody in the nose, but we've all got
I mean,
our
you
strengths.
can. You can. It's just you're choosing not to, and that's good on you.
That's fair. That's fair. You did very well with the Kaylee. How do you feel about it?
It was fun for like the first 10 minutes, and then everyone started shooting arrows at me, and then even when I landed after that, all the kids would not stop tackling me to the ground.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
And no, it's fine. I just like I feel like kind of bad for Balthazar or Cause, because like I was like, phew, kids parties, that's a joke. And now like kind of being there, I'm like, oh my gosh, you should be paid like really well. I hope you are.
You definitely have welts all over your body from the people who shot at you with the arrows.
Yes.
Yeah. But no, it was still fun. It was like, you know, it's been a minute since I've gotten, you know, put my performer hat on and stuff. And as much as this is really fun, I do kind of miss, you know, my traveling days. So it was good to revisit it.
For sure. Yeah, it's interesting. I think he was a traveling performer. But I guess that's kind of the life, you know, it sounds like. Before, well, we also met the one guy that treated you horribly.
Well, actually, it was kind of reverse. At first, it was that. The horribleness, 1,000-yard stare. And then, Corey kind of grabs their, box. Actually, not now. Probably when we get on the road and things are a little more calm, because I know everyone's tired tonight, but I kind of want to host like a family meeting eventually, soonish, if possible. I can't give too many details just yet, but yeah,
Something to do with your magic speaking room that demands items for magic?
Not necessarily. I mean, it's not
Corey,
so specific, man.
you feel a pretty strong anxiety coming from the box.
It's just no. I mean, it just. we'll talk about it when we're all together. I just I also wanted to talk more about what happened in the dream.
Yeah, for sure. I was gonna ask that too.
Yeah, so I started off really cool and really badass. Kind of like was like giving her like a little creepy, marionette, crying Corey creep show kind of thing. Just because I thought, well, I mean, it was working on you and you passed out, so maybe you'll just, you'll be more honest. But something kind of happened. I don't know how to feel about it, I guess. Remember when we were fighting those pirates and I was like really on edge about the whole thing, and then in the middle of it, I killed one of my captors.
What do I know about that, Robbie? Just that she succeeded in that?
Yeah, I'd say that because of your vision, your perception, the fact that you have the eyes of the eagle.
Yeah.
Because I don't remember exactly what you were doing at that point. But I would say that you would have seen her use magic that got the killing blow on the person that she said was part of the people who used to have her, back in the earlier days. So
yeah.
You don't necessarily know, like, it was high-level magic that she used.
Right, that's kind of what I thought.
Yeah,
I just wanted to make sure. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. You got
Yeah,
the killing blow on him.
Yeah, it was a little more than that, I guess. I normally can't do big stuff like that. And when it happened, it was kind of like I don't know, just all my fears and anger and all that just kind of took me over, and then I could do it, and I did it. And I haven't been able to like do that again. I've tried, in my tent, just pointing and like nothing's happening. But it happened in the dream, which was weird because it was a dream. But it wasn't like this person was someone I really, hated, at least, like, yeah, I'm they're scumbags and bad guys and all those things, but like I almost did it. And like normally I can't, like, I can hurt you in a dream, but I can't kill anyone. But I knew in that moment that if I, not to make a Zana reference, but if I let go and pulled the trigger, then it would have been done. And I don't know. It was weird. It was...
How do you feel about that decision now to not do it?
Well, better. I mean, I think you guys would have been really mad at me, so I'm relieved that I didn't do it, and then you're not mad at me. But also, I don't know. I guess it's just, how do I say this? I know I seem super powerful and, so wizened in the ways of the arcane. I'm really not. I gotta just, like, fling my cards and, do symbols and stuff with my hands, and, like, certain things just happen. I'm like, okay, press A for this, and that happens. But I guess I don't know. Like, it's just been getting tougher too whenever I summon that part of me. It's just hard not to kind of judge up old memories, if that makes sense. But at the same time, it's like, well, it's my strongest stuff, and I gotta do that to help you guys. And I don't know.
Well, I can't speak about the magic behind it. The magic I have is not quite like yours. Someone else with more arcane training would have to say that. And I suppose, I think there's a lot of back and forth of, is it better to hone this power or not? But here's what I do know. Power given from anger and trauma is often a very, while powerful, very limited. A crazed wolf can kill a lot of things, but it's also still very susceptible to arrows. And at the end of the day, we would much rather you feel at peace with yourself than to be more powerful in your anger and sadness. Does that make sense?
No, that makes sense. It makes sense. It's just, I don't know. It does make me feel better, I guess, because talking about it out loud, it doesn't feel like it's just in there and, unpredictable and could just come out whenever. But no, that's great. Thank you. I'm glad I didn't do it.
Well, I'm glad you didn't either. Not even just because we wanted to keep that person alive for, practical sake, but, I think it just shows that you don't need it. I think that kind of power and anger and hurt, it thrives on isolation. It thrives on making you think you're alone. But you're not alone.
Yeah. Thanks, Maev. Sorry, I wanted this to be a fun sleepover. Sorry, let me think of, sometimes me and Hermia ask silly questions to each other when we have sleepovers. What do you think would happen if I got bit by a werewolf and could turn into a werewolf? But I'm like a changeling, so would I have to change?
That is a curious question. Lycanthropy, I think, still comes with other weirdness to it, but, would it just be that, you
So I can get all the cool stuff?
Maybe.
And then not have to deal with the monstrous, transformation?
But maybe, you still have to, you still risk turning into it, so you're always having to battle against that. Because I think part of being a werewolf is you kind of lose your mind a little bit. So, that would be scary, right?
Yeah, that would be scary.
You may not be able to control, turning back as a result.
But I would be super buff.
You would be pretty buff. That is accurate.
Corey wants to be a werewolf.
Corey just...
What'd you say?
Roz asked what did she miss? I said Corey wants to be a werewolf. So
and Corey just starts asking silly questions for the rest of the night. What if there was another Exandria out there? Wouldn't that be crazy? Yeah.
Thank you for the sub, Genesis. Who do you want the inspo to go to?
Trying to think of a silly question. What if you woke up and you just had a bee stinger and you couldn't get it off? What would you do?
If I had a what?
A bee stinger.
All right, I get enough of this in my everyday life.
By the way,
if you want to know what living with Rob and Sarah is like, by the way, it is what just happened right
It's
there.
not just Rob and Sarah. The main questions you get from
bee stinger? Where is it?
The question that you tend to get, Corey, the question that you get from Hermia most often, and she asks this multiple times, is if she were to turn into a worm, would you still be her friend?
Yeah, Corey always responds, and I would turn into a worm to be with you.
Yep,
I guess Raj should be preparing to answer that question at some point.
Pretty much.
Another good one. Another good one is, what if our horses had spiders inside of them? What if they were just made out of spiders?
What, like Oogie Boogie?
Yeah.
Ugh.
Horses.
Yeah, that's horrible.
They're for the horses.
Hermia would still love Arabelle, even if she was made out of spiders.
That's.
I would sell her like that. I would be selling her.
No. Hermia would be so pissed at you.
All right. Corey, did you want to do anything with your dream spells since you specifically asked if you could have them back?
I would like to do
hold on,
things
hold
like
on. Got an inspo over here too. Genesis, who would you like that inspiration to go to? You can also do exclamation point D6 if you want to random it. Continue. Corey.
I'm up to a new record for my inspo counter. I'm up to 40.
All right.
Jesus.
Ooh,
I think some people are still in
Genesis-
the, not me, but I think some people are still in the single digits.
Genesis gave it to me, and yes, I
How
only have
could
5.
you?
I only have 5.
He uses it for evil.
I use it on Zana sometimes.
Sometimes, if you feel it depends
If
if
we
you decide that it was
we
for Zana
badger
or
you
not.
to do it, yeah.
So, what would you like, or would you like to use your dream spells for anything, or no?
Yeah, I'll just. Does anyone? Corey just stands up on top of a tree, like stump, and goes, "Anyone want dreams tonight? Go once,
I feel like
Going
May's gonna do it the
twice.
next night, not this night. She's very tired. I think.
going thrice." Nope.
Next
Okay.
night.
Okay.
Everybody's just tired, I guess.
I think so. Yeah.
Rod's doing a big snooze.
Yeah.
All right. DM's doing a big snooze.
Yeah, like that. Just
Like
like that,
that,
actually.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So, sleep comes to you. It's a pretty peaceful night, all things considered. Even those who only need to trance or take 4 hours spend an extra hour or two sleeping in. When you are done with your trance and wake up Maev, Corey's drooling all over her pillow and like snoring. Zana's waiting just outside the tent. I have to go into town for a little bit of business, but I will be back in a few hours.
What's going on?
Some personal business.
Okay. Well, when you get back, yeah, just let me know when you get back. I just had some thoughts about some things that we could do with some free time, but I don't want to keep you away from business.
All right. And she heads into town.
You have the sending
So-
stone, right?
She holds it up behind her as she's walking away.
Thank you.
So you all have to stay in town at least until Raz's arm is done, unless you
Yes.
potentially want to end up backtracking a few weeks later. So it's going to take
Yep.
about a day, so we don't have to roleplay through the entire day, but if there's anything that you want to do in Gwardan, you have plenty of time for it. You are able to stop in to see Spider for your reward and are given 2,000 gold and
Sick.
thanked once again for your services.
Happy to be of service, especially when the pay is that good.
But about an hour later, as everyone else is starting, or a few hours later, once everyone else is starting to wake up, Zana returns, Maev.
All good?
Mm-hmm.
Well, so actually, I have a couple things.
She
One,
starts to
we
smile.
need to get
Hold
you
on.
a magic gun. Go ahead.
1 sec. She goes over to Corey's tent and she kicks out 2 of the little spikes that are put into the ground, so Corey's tent just falls on her. Then she turns back to Maev.
Aw.
Yes, what would you like?
Poor
So
Corey.
Corey,
Is that
rate is your Corey stays sleeping. That's fine. But when you wake up, your tent has collapsed on you.
Is this because you gave her a hug last night?
I didn't give her a hug.
Uh-huh. Anyway.
Told you she was lying.
Incite it,
Uh-huh.
Maev. Incite it.
No,
Yeah.
Maeve just believes her girlfriend when she talks to her.
Okay, just the way that she said okay made it sound like she didn't.
Okay, sure, I'll do an insight check. I thought it would be believable Maeve to think that she would do that secretly. But sure, I guess we'll see if I...
Well, now Zana has decided she's going to try to make everyone think that Corey's crazy.
All right, 15. Do I not get it?
No, now you're kind of like, why would Corey lie about that?
Yeah, exactly. I decide that it's not worth pressing because Zana will
Thank
not
you,
admit it.
retracted. You're sleeping, I thought, Corey.
All right. Well, okay. So, couple things. One, I think we need to get you something to make that gun magical. If possible.
That is expensive, or else I would have done it
What
myself a while ago.
What about instead of magic gun, magic bullets?
That is potentially a bit easier, but we would have to obviously do it multiple times. When we get back to Rex and Trim, I may know some people we can get into contact with.
All right, that was thing number 1. Thing number 2, well, since we have a day here anyway, if you want, I had 2 thoughts of something that you and I could do if you're interested.
Okay.
The first one is more of a group function thing. I realize that between your tinkering skills and my hunting expertise, that if we're going to be doing a lot of these planned fights, we might want to consider trap making.
Sure. If you have any ideas, we can look into it. We don't always get the upper hand or a chance to plan, but if you have some ideas, sure.
Yeah, so that was thing number 1. Thing number 2
How
was
is that
not...
a group activity?
Oh, sorry. I meant that it would help the group. I don't know how I phrased it. Sorry. I meant that it would be helpful for the group.
All right, yeah.
That's what I meant.
No offense, but I don't think that we should let Corey, Leaf, or Hermia around traps.
It's fine. It was something I thought we could work on together. Number 2 has no real functional purpose at all. But I was thinking if you would like, I know about flowers, but I don't know anything about flower arrangement.
Go make an insight check for me.
Is that code for sex?
No.
Okay.
Roz just glances over at her. Hermia like,
Hermia shrugs. Things have just been weird, okay?
What is she
Corey's
trying to
lying about being hugged and like.
I know.
What is she trying to insight?
The group's falling apart.
Just make an
It
insight check for
really
me, please.
is.
Okay.
Just,
well,
this
she's
is
not-
just to see if you notice something is all.
Oh, okay. Do I notice something?
What'd you get?
Oh, I'm sorry. I make the insight check. I'm sorry. I totally
yes,
misunderstood what
oh,
you meant.
Yeah, yes.
I 100%. I thought you said she was making it. 18.
Zana averts her gaze for a minute as she kind of shoots a bit of a look at Hermia for that comment. So unfortunately, you just miss some sort of social cue. And she turns back to you. Sure.
Well, either we can go find them at shops, or Leaf might be able to make whatever you think we need.
Why are you making flower arrangement?
We can talk about it later.
Roz elbows Hermia in the side.
Oh my
Okay.
god, is it really a thing like for sex? Is that what people say?
Zana turns and just walks off.
Maeve just kind of grits her teeth a little bit, but
It's shared interest between them.
Oh. Sorry.
the problem is that she can't explain it to you because I don't know if Zana wants it spread around what it really the significance is. She's just gonna kind of nod and try to find her again because she feels bad.
Like a kid hiding under the sheet. Just like sits there. Oh, Maeve, what's going on?
Maeve went after Zana because
So-
I embarrassed Zana.
So, Maeve, as you start to go after Zana, she headed into the refugee camp, and you don't currently have any eyes on her, and as you kind of go to pick up speed to run after her, you hear Corey behind you panicking in the tent.
She'll send a thought to Zana and
Mhm.
say, I'm sorry for that, but meet me maybe in the outskirts of Gwardan and we can get started. I'm going to make sure that Corey's okay first. And she'll go back to check on Corey. Does Zana make any indication that she heard her, by the way?
Yeah, she said she's fine.
Okay, cool. She probably turned into a pallid elf. Anyway, so she's gonna go, go back to Corey. I'm sorry, Zana was trying to play a practical joke, and she'll try to excavate you from the tent.
Oh god. I had a terrible dream that like weird spell thing happened, but like it wouldn't go away. And like you guys couldn't hear me, and I was walking around crying around camp.
It's okay. It's okay. She rubs your back. You're
Jesus.
okay. You're okay. We'll get someone to fix your tent, okay?
Okay.
Anybody want to go get some coffee?
She didn't break the tent, by the way. It's just like, you know how when like part of like the stupid things that you have to
The
put through the
pittance?
tent come down, yeah, and then it just starts like
Yeah.
falling to the side and stuff. That's all.
Yeah, I think, yeah.
Yep.
But still.
All right, so
That's what I need to done.
you all have the day to yourself then. So if there's anything that you would like to do,
I'm down for some coffee. Or mimosas. Can we have mimosas?
It's too early to drink, thank you.
What do you mean? Come on, we just did a big adventure party hero thing yesterday.
I'm not 100 years old anymore. I don't day drink
Oh,
anymore.
come on.
I've seen you drink whiskey with your coffee.
When I'm hurt.
Oh. Okay,
When,
fair enough.
like, have you ever taken a rib shot?
Yes.
No, but I want to.
No, you
Whiskey
don't.
coffee fixes that.
Sure, order it for me. Let's go.
Oh my.
all right. So any of you that want to go get coffee or breakfast, you head to the inn, whose name I definitely remember, the Purple Chamber.
I did not write it down.
Yep, it's all good. Yep, you head to the Purple Chamber. Ares
right.
is there. It seems that people have heard that you helped hopefully solve the Ermiton kidnapping. It seems that a lot of people here in Gwardan had friends who were affected by that, so there is no shortage of people coming up to thank you, to try and give you, like, you know, a bushel of, like, apples or, like, a loaf of bread or, like, a pie that they baked. You don't have to order breakfast if you don't want to. You have plenty of food that is offered to you. It's not... Breakfast food can be anything. You have plenty to choose from.
Can I have steak?
Steak and eggs. Steak and eggs.
Yeah.
That is a thing.
There is one guy who's like, my brother's a butcher. I could go and grab a steak. I'm sure they'd grill it up here for you. And Ares is like,
Yeah.
sure, yeah, why not? And he's like, all right. And this guy just takes off running out the door.
We are big shots now, y'all.
We need to be humble, though, Corey, because that just makes us look bad to other people.
I've been humbled my entire life. If I tried to say that like 5 months ago, they would kick me out and then steal my lunch money, you know?
You do have a point there, Corey, but, like, being humble should be, like, a lifelong goal.
I know, but like we never like splurge. We don't like. When's the last time we've had a spa night all together? Right? I feel like it's just been hell adventure here, hell adventure
I think it was
there.
in Allfield. It's been a minute.
Oh yeah. No, it's been a long time. You know. I wasn't rude. I just asked, and they're like, "Yeah, whatever you want." And I was like, "Yeah."
Moderation is all I'm saying, Corey. I'm not saying don't do it.
Were you like cooler when you were younger?
Define cool.
I think that's
Like,
a
would
no.
we be friends? Would we be friends? Like, would we be like partying and like?
Depends on how much money you made me.
Oh.
Gross.
Yeah.
Like that.
See, that's the real reason why Leo is 200 years old but acts like he's 600, is he led a rough life up to this point.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, you guys.
But
Oh, we should play. Oh my gosh, why have I never done this? Pull out my cards and start dealing hands to everyone. We should play cards. I've never played cards with all of you guys. It's always just me and Leaf.
I played cards before, and I won too.
Yeah, you did. Okay, don't gotta. All right.
I'm proficient in playing
Stay
cards.
humble, Hermia. About 15 minutes later, the guy comes back, and they cook you up a... When they slap this thing down in front of Corey, it's one of those moments where, like, oh, my stomach was bigger than my mouth was, or however the
You
saying
better
goes.
eat all of that, Corey.
Because they slap down in front of you a 22-ounce bone-in ribeye steak.
Don't be
Holy
wasteful.
shit.
Oh wow. I hope you guys didn't order big meals. We could share, right?
That's all for you.
Well, no, I just asked if they had it. I didn't
No,
know they
you
were gonna
have to
get me
eat it
the
now.
biggest.
You
If
can't
they
be
bring it here and
wasteful.
Corey's like, oh, I didn't want it. I was just
No,
wondering
no,
if
no,
you
no,
had
I want it. I'm gonna start shoveling it into my face. I'm like, okay, what kind of games do you guys want to play?
Eat through the pain, Corey. Eat through the pain.
Literally.
Yeah. By about halfway, like a third of the way through this, Corey already has the meat sweats.
Guys, it's man. Oh gosh.
How does victory taste, Corey?
You know what? It tastes real good. Yeah, it
Careful
tastes so
what
good.
you wish for.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So you have a good old time getting rewards in the form of snacks and bread loaves and muffins. You play some card games. Maybe you want to go and find Zana at some point. All right.
Yep.
On your way to Zana, you are flagged down by a pallid elf.
Okay. Do I recognize this pallid elf?
Do recognize her. This is Alara Burning Star. That was another one of the major clans in your home Nor.
Yep.
Was never in like a leadership position, but may have at one point been considered in a similar way that your sister was, but it probably ended up going either to somebody younger or, sort of just older than her. But as you're running along, you hear, Timavra?
Oh, do you say her name is Alara?
Yes, Ilara.
Ilara. She nods. Apologies, I've been running around ragged last day or so.
I wasn't sure if you and your friends had left yet or not.
No, we're still here for the day. I think if we're at earliest we'd be leaving tomorrow, but I'm not sure if it'll be that early.
Well, I wanted to talk to you, but away from the group. I'm sorry that I didn't approach you at the Kaylee, but it was a wonderful celebration, one that was much needed for all sides.
Thank you. I'm heartened to hear that it was helpful. What can I do for you?
I know that we didn't know each other very well, given the gaps in generation, and it was no secret that I preferred Shauna's style of leadership over what little we saw of you before you left.
Hard feelings. I think the sentiment was shared by many.
Well, then like me, they were wrong. They owe you an apology.
Oh.
So that's what I wanted to do, was apologize for the way that I used to treat you. Whether you intended it or not, the way that the youth has responded to your actions shows that it's what they needed. They needed someone younger. They needed a change in the way that the leadership governs the Pallid Grove. But I still stand by the criticisms to your confidence. That's a page out of Chandra's book you could take.
Did she say competence or confidence?
Confidence.
Oh, okay.
If you want people to believe the words that you're saying, you need to believe them.
It's a long time struggle from a variety of places, but I will say that seeing the people and doing what I've been doing, I think step by step I will get there. I have to get there. What I'm doing now. But thank you for your apology, and trust me when I say that I don't hold it against you.
Well, the next time that we meet, I look forward to seeing how you've grown.
Thank you. What will you be doing now that you have left? Are you also just kind of waiting till things calm down in the grove, or are you going to take the chance to see the world?
From what Raynar says, we will wait here until we receive word from you that it's safe to return home.
Well, if you ever decide to change your mind and go take a look at the world, be mindful of the Empire, but the Menagerie Coast is something to behold.
Keep that in mind. Sahanin
Thank
be
you.
with you.
And you as well.
She gives you a hug and leaves.
And she will go, oh, okay, that was unexpected. Cool, cool. All right. Moving on.
You're able to find Zana. The two of you are able to find a flower shop, and she encourages you to pick any that you like the look of. She doesn't seem to be keen on making a lot of choices, so you go ahead and, whether you want to use the help of the shopkeeper as well,
Yeah.
pick out whatever it is that you're looking for.
Yeah, I mean, she's just gonna, I think she wants to choose a variety of colors if possible. She doesn't really know, and so she's just kind of going more by, like, color and probably by, like, what's like a flower versus what's like a stalk style.
Okay. Go ahead and just roll a d20 for me.
Okay. Oh, boy. 15. That's a good solid roll.
It is. It is. It's definitely better than what Zana rolled. You realize very quickly Zana doesn't know what she's doing.
Oh, okay. Yep, that's fine.
And I would say that probably with your insight, it's pretty quickly that you realize that she probably did this with Aurora because it was something that Aurora enjoyed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fine. I mean, yeah. Well, she'll get to that in a second. So I think while they're doing that, she notices that, but she doesn't really care. And she will at one point say, listen, the reason I wanted to offer this is because I know that Aurora and Mira are a part of you, even if they are gone. And I just wanted you to know that, you know, given how I see things, they're welcome here anytime.
She nods. It wasn't something that I was worried about, but I appreciate you saying it nonetheless. I try to avoid
know that
Mira's.
Oh, sorry.
I try to
Go ahead.
avoid Mira's form out of respect for Raz. So.
I understand that, but whatever you feel most comfortable with around me is perfectly fine. And I know that probably changes on the day.
She nods.
I know you reached out to Kalen for me. I had actually reached out to him a couple hours later. So thank you for thinking of me and doing that.
You're welcome.
Is there something I'm missing in how she's acting right now, or is she just being herself?
Yeah, it's mostly still just trying to navigate the relationship, essentially. She's trying not to be walled off and, like, you know, push away, but she's also maybe a bit nervous on how to respond, I guess, more colorfully. So she's just kind of trying to state, you know, plain as she can, you know, how she feels, what she's thinking, stuff like that.
Okay.
Doing her
And-
best to take compliments when she's not used to getting them.
Oh, yeah, good. And also, if there's a different activity that you'd like to do in the future, I am of course open to suggestions. I do think that while I don't know the rules of this, I do think it's fun just to see which things go together.
I don't think there are any rules. It's not a card game, but hers always looked better than the ones that she made me do on my own, so. As for activities, whatever you enjoy.
What about you?
I can find joy in a lot of things.
That's fair. But are there certain things that you find most joy on?
Solitude.
Okay, if you don't have to be, if you are not alone.
I'll get back to you.
Have you given yourself a chance to find out things that you like?
I like making things. I
Me
like
too.
shooting things.
That's fair.
I like not being perceived.
That's going to be a little hard with me around, I'm afraid. But making
see
things.
You see a bit of a smirk. You want to bet?
All right, what did you see?
It's not what I saw. We could play, Don't Tell Corey.
Okay.
She holds up her pinky. Promise.
God. Promise.
You want to play hide and seek?
Sure. Let's play hide and seek.
Count to 5, and she walks out the door.
Up to 5.
Oh, no.
She's like, I'm about to be made a fool, but that's
You know,
okay.
I'm going to use an inspo. See, I use them.
I
shit.
will too. Well,
That wasn't much better.
although I already get advantage, so it doesn't really help me much. All right,
So does she.
So, perception. All right. 24.
She also rolled a 24.
Okay.
Meets beats.
So
Well, yeah. Yeah. I
You-
mean, however you want to read it.
you head outside and you begin to look around, and even just that 5 seconds, she is gone. But you notice after about 5 minutes of looking around, because you don't think that she would go too far, because
Yeah.
you still have to be able to find her.
Need a chance at least.
Yeah, and you notice that there is an elderly woman across the way who's looking at like some sort of like melons or like some cantaloupe or something like that at like a sort of farmer's like kind of setup. Who, despite wearing a very old looking kind of faded and like fraying shawl, has some very heavy duty boots that she's wearing, and also it looks like there may be a sidearm underneath her shawl as well. So it takes you a minute to like finally spot her, but
Yeah.
yeah.
So she'll sidle up to this old lady.
Mm-hmm.
Be like, melons are looking fresh today, huh?
It took you long enough.
Well,
Did-
you did a pretty good disguise.
Did you want a chance to hide as well?
Sure. Sure.
I'll
Go ahead
give
and
you
look-
30 seconds.
Oh, thanks, darling.
Mm.
All right. I'm gonna spend it.
The little
slow.
farmer behind the booth is like, and she's like, it's my granddaughter. A little old to be playing hide and seek, but it keeps the heart young.
She tries not to laugh unsuccessfully.
We can unpack that, or
I'm gonna use an inspo because otherwise I do not get advantage on this one.
Yeah, I'm spending inspo as well because I don't get advantage. Ooh, oh, that's survival. I picked the wrong one. There we go. There we go.
Wow, you both rolled 24 again.
Did we?
Yep.
We're so cute.
So eventually she finds you about as fast as you found her,
Yeah.
but she mentioned since you had longer to hide, she technically wins. This time. Yeah. At some point, Roz, later in the evening, Zana comes to get you, and you go to meet with...
Can I have reached out to Light that morning?
Oh, yeah, sure. If you'd like to do something with Light, go ahead.
Yeah. So Roz will stay back and just kind of watch the camp today. People are going to town. But she is going to reach out to Light and just ask, hey, sis, have you been able to get a hold of Levix?
When you're ready to play messenger pigeon with him and Hermia, I can get a hold of him.
Actually, I want to talk to him if I can.
Oh. Then... Sure. Give me 30 minutes.
Sure.
So you can use your ability to manifest yourself in Light's body? Okay.
Yep.
All right. She's like, all right. Brace yourself.
Okay.
All right.
She starts doing her meditation.
Yep. So as you meditate and close your eyes, when you open them back up, you feel, you know that feeling you get when like you've seen a spider, but you know it's not on you, but like you feel like it is, even though you know like it's nowhere around. Kind of have that all over the place.
Great.
And as you open your eyes, you see your Uncle Levix before you. His black dragon scales faded to sort of a dull gray in some areas. And as you look around, you actually recognize where you are because you've heard about it in stories before as one of the levels of the abyss that the Fortuneers and your mother had to travel through.
Yeah.
This is the plane of the abyss where everything is made out of spiders.
Because the whole plane was on a giant spider's back.
On a giant spider's back,
Yeah.
and everything is made out of littler spiders. Yeah.
Okay, great.
Fun.
As she manifests, she's in Light's body, but her left arm just goes limp immediately and just hangs there.
And Levix goes, sorry, kid. I'm doing a thing here, else I would have came back, and it's easier for your sister to get here. And he reaches up and brushes a big spider off your shoulder. Well, wait, we've told you about the 8-legged realm of what's her face or whatever.
You know what? I got to tell you something. Words don't really convey it particularly well.
No,
man,
they sure don't.
You all should have gotten a better bard to describe this one.
Your dad described it.
I know what I said.
Yeah, fair enough.
It's good to see you. And she pulls him into a one-armed hug.
Yep. He squeezes you with the bastion.
Oh.
You feel something crack.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. I've been needing to get that pop.
As you pull back, he's like, all right, that was weird. She's never let me do that before.
Yeah, well, I'm sure she'll have something to say to me about it later. So listen, I wanted to ask you. She like looks around again, like has the feeling of spiders. Wow. I wanted to ask you. So one of the people I'm traveling with has this sword that is a vestige of the Raven Queen. You don't know what a vestige is. It's kind of like your arm, but it's a sword, and it's for the Raven Queen.
Okay.
Of this world.
Okay, is she the goddess of in-between over there too?
Yes.
Cool.
Same concept. Well, a lot of the gods that are here are also there, like Melora's also there. But her sword...
That's a nature one?
Yeah. Her sword is... It can carry souls, apparently, but it's full. I don't know how else to describe it.
Okay. I mean, my arm's never been full, so I don't know that I really thought if there was a limit to it.
That's kind of what I thought. I didn't realize that there would be a limit to how many souls a Something of the Raven Queen could carry.
It could be. Well, why doesn't she empty it?
Well, the temple where supposedly we could do that is on a different continent. So they have these things called continents there.
I know what a continent is, Roz.
Oh, okay. Well, no one ever took me to another continent before. I didn't know there were other
Well,
continents
we don't
on
go
our
to other continents, but I still know what a continent is.
Oh, okay. Well, they do have other continents there that have cities on them.
All right, can you get to them?
I mean, in theory, it's a long ways away and it's not easy to travel. It's easier than it is here, but...
Well, what are you bitching about then?
I was just wondering if maybe there's something we could do in the meantime. I don't know if you know this, we're doing some important shit over there.
All right, well, look, when I need to empty mine, I just go to, you know, a holy place of the Raven Queen, and she takes the souls and takes them where they're supposed to go.
Okay, well, we were just in a temple of the Raven Queen. She didn't do anything.
It's pretty easy. You basically just go in, you unzip it, you let it out.
What the fuck?
Damn it.
I am your niece, and I will thank you to never say that ever again.
I don't know what you want from me.
Well, this has been...
Look, there's a reason why all the lessons that I taught you was how to not get knocked down, and if you do, how to get back up again.
That is true. Next, for the future, if you teach anyone else, teach them what to do when someone grabs them by the arm and the shoulder.
Don't get grabbed like that.
Yeah. Yeah, I noticed. Oh, by the way, I'm going to have a mechanical arm soon, probably.
That's something you can tell your mom on your own.
No, no. I have decided I'm not going to tell Mom that until I figure it out.
All right, well, I'm going to stay here until that happens.
She looks around and nods. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would.
Well, look, if it's easier traveling there than it is traveling here, take your friend to the place that you were told to go. There's no shortcuts in life, so if someone tells you to do something, do it.
All right. I mean, that's just, I don't know. I thought maybe you'd have some. There's another way around it. I didn't know.
Well, maybe if she had the arm, it would help, but she has a sword.
She does have a sword.
All right.
There's some discussion about what its name is.
All right.
Yeah. Hey, when you hit people with your arm, does it like... So like when she cuts people with the sword, it looks like the skin... It looks like she might be draining their soul out of them whenever she attacks them.
So this is called the Armor of the True Bastion, and it's for shielding the meek. So no, it doesn't...
Her sword does not do that.
Well, it's a sword.
Yeah.
Mine's an arm with a shield. So it sounds like they're two pretty different things.
Yeah.
Sorry, kid.
No, it's fair enough. I just thought I would ask. Yeah, all right. We're going to go see if there's a portal up in Maev's homeland.
All right.
Hey, you guys never had to close portals, did you?
We did one, but it was the fire portal. Something stupid. Someone was manifesting it. I can't remember who.
Yeah, I don't know. I do a lot of things now, so
we ran into Black Bill. I finally got to meet the dude you were talking about.
Oh, yeah. How's old Black Bill doing?
He tried to pull us into the Shadowfell, and I think he was going to try and marry one of us.
Yeah, our Black Bill never did that. Your Aunt Triv fought him off one time when we were in a dream realm trying to pull a champion of the Raven Queen's spirit out of your Aunt Drea because it was corrupting her. And I actually have a little bit of that in. Huh.
Yeah, she's kind of bitchy.
So no different?
No, not even kind of. I also met Aunt Sin and Aunt Des here. They're also pretty much the same.
Well, when are you going to go track me down?
I know where you are, but again, you're on another continent, so it's going to probably take a bit for me to
Well,
get
you
there.
better solve that then.
I mean, yeah. I
The
met
getting
Mom,
around part.
or kind of. It was awkward. Well, I'm going to go because this place is horrible and I hate it.
All right, one more for the road. He gives you another hug.
Yep, she hugged back.
All right. Well, the good news is, now that Light's here, I can probably get her to just help me with this, and it'll go faster. So, thanks.
Yeah, that sounds like Light. She disappears.
So as you open your eyes back up, you hear, you told him that I would help him since I'm here?
No, I said the opposite. He suggested that because you were already here, you would definitely help with the horrible spider plane, which, yeah, that sounds like you.
It's not that bad. It's one of the less horrible places on the Abyss.
You see, I know, and you all made that very clear in the stories, but then I went there and it's awful. So that really makes me think I don't ever want to see the plane that Mom's from.
Yeah. You have to eat through your belly button there.
I hate that.
No.
I hate everything about that. I'd rather lose my other arm.
All right. Anything else anyone would like to do?
Thank you for the raid, Lady Linalia. Welcome in, everybody.
Roz, you and Zana go to talk to the other Corey, not your Corey, but Corey Piper, the Tiefling Elf, and Jerry, the Aromaton. This is later in the day, a little bit as sort of the sun is setting. And when you get there, they have this sort of long, sort of leather case that you would expect like a family heirloom, like a weapon of some sort to be in. And opening up inside, you see a steam-casted adamantium arm. It looks very detailed. Like you would almost think looking at it that it's like a... You've seen drawings in like some of Aunt Drea's books and other times when you've studied like medicine and stuff like that of like what the muscle and ligamenture underneath of like the skin looks like. And you can see in this arm that the details are so fine that it has sort of like the musculature to it. It looks like something that you would expect like an Aormaton warrior or something to have. And as they hand it to you, it is surprisingly light compared to what you were expecting it to be, like lighter even than like your sword is.
Wow. It's incredible.
They did a very good job. They said the adamantium, which is already I guess a good substance to work with, made the process go a lot quicker. She looks to Zana. They did keep all of the platinum. Zana just nods stoically.
Zana's like, I would have.
Yep. But the Steamsmith also said that this is probably one of the best things that he's ever going to create. So he was also a bit reluctant to let it go, but you gave a lot of money. He requests that you come back sometime, a few times over the years, so he can see how it's, doing.
Holding up.
A weird thing. No, he was pretty adamant that this is going to outlast you.
Well,
yeah.
This is an heirloom.
He glanced over at it, nods. Yeah, probably.
I think he just probably wants to be able to, admire his work from time to time. And I guess if you do outlast it, maybe you could have it sent back to him or something. That's also weird. It's your arm. You can do what you want with it.
Yeah.
So the other bad news is that the way that this works is a lot more advanced than the prosthetics that we normally create and help to apply to those who need it. They're all very basic in their functionality. And as you're taking a look at this, like you can tell that like the digits on this thing have like multiple points of articulation, like more than even normal fingers would have. You're going to need a very practiced, experienced artificer, and someone who maybe also isn't afraid to experiment a little bit in order to be able to use this.
You can't attach it to me?
We could, but it wouldn't work. It would just be kind of, I guess, ornamental at that point.
Oh.
Yeah, it's something we probably should have mentioned at the time, but again, didn't realize they were going to do such a amazing job with it. But this is far beyond any sort of technology that we've done here before. If I were to suggest perhaps someone who's familiar with aormatons, there's a kind of collection, there's a cove off the coast near Nicodranus, Aor's Recollection. There could be someone there that may be able to help you. I have to imagine that those from Aor, if they were able to create sentient beings, that they also probably were able to do similar things with themselves and, you know, ascend beyond just their mortal flesh. But yes, unfortunately, attaching this in a way that it would work for you is well beyond both myself and Jerry's capabilities.
Roz glanced over at Zana. You're a tinkerer?
Yeah. I make guns.
She nods. Yeah, fair enough.
I mean, I'll take a look at it, but I guess until then, probably make a pretty good club.
I
And
suppose it
as
would.
your
That's
DM speaking, for the purpose of overcoming magical resistances, yes, this would make a great club.
Right. Well, I have a sword, so I will use that.
Okay.
Well, Roz nevertheless nods appreciatively. Well, thank you. I can't tell you how much it means.
Well, good luck.
Yes, thank you.
Okay.
She will put the arm in her into the case and into her pack.
Yep. So as you're starting to walk away, Zana turns to you. How much gold do you have on you?
I'll just give it all to you.
No, that's not what I'm asking. How much gold do you have?
519.
So let me take out my platinum here. Oh, there's platinum. What is SP? Is that
Silver
star
pieces?
pieces? Oh, silver.
Silver
Duh.
pieces.
You dummy, Robbie. I feel like I have to give up a DM card now. No, I was thinking star pieces just then.
Star pieces.
She takes out a bag that's like 6 times as big as yours is. Would you like to earn another 500 gold?
Ow.
Oh god.
We are going to put that arm on you, sling it around you.
Yeah.
And then when we get back to camp, I want you to shake Corey's hand and let him pull it off. You and Zana share a genuine laugh between one another.
Yeah, I think they do.
Okay.
I think Rob thinks that's hilarious.
All right. She gives you 500 gold and helps you kind of sling it on there a little bit with like a belt strap or something like that.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
All right. Anyone else before we wrap up and bed down for a night before everyone's ready to leave for the week or for the?
I am gonna have. If
Gwardan?
it's, is it okay if I ask Corey for the dream for my sister?
Of course.
That will be a request she
Yes.
makes.
All right.
And I use 2 boyfriend stones and contact one of the kids from Nicodranus and Pumont Soul.
Yep. Here you go.
Sure. All right. What would you like to contact JJ and Clay about?
I want to tell them that we have gotten to Gwardan and we have uncovered the heart of the operation. There should not be any more kidnappings.
Okay. They are excited to hear that and tell you that if you ever find yourself back in Nicodranus, they will have a reward for you.
Aw.
Oh. And then Pumat's soul, I want to tell him, is there any way we can exchange gold to you and have you send us items? Like you sent that one item to... with the box?
Mm-hmm. Oh, hey, Leo. Great to hear from you. The other Pumat say hi. Sure, we can modify a spell like that. Guess we'll just have to trust that you're going to send us our gold. Otherwise, we know how to find you. Respectfully.
And then I'm gonna go over to Maev. It's like, can I have one more boyfriend stone?
Why are
I
they
think
boyfriend
that's
stones and not girlfriend stones?
I know.
I don't know. Because it started off with her using it for Kaylin. Except Zana has one now, so like lover stones?
Yeah. I guess I should call it
Lover stones now,
Partner
huh?
Stones? I don't know. I figured you'd want something to make fun of me, so I gave you ammunition.
All right, what's your last message then, Leo?
Third one, here we go.
We're gonna send a message to Pumat's soul. Do you know any way to revive someone from a construct? Probably cut out there. A construct's memory chip.
Oh, that's boy, we need a lot of specifics in regards to that. But normally with constructs, there's not really a revivification process so much as there would be a rebuilding process. Yeah, sorry. Maybe I don't think he knows where you're at, so your best bet might be to see if you can find one of those Ormaton fellows and ask them more about it.
Nope.
All right. Rosalind and Zana show back up just about at sunset.
Oh.
Roz got her new arm.
Thank you.
Corey, you want to help her test it out?
Insight
Sorry,
check.
could Corey have been doing something while everyone was doing their
absolutely.
daily things?
Yeah, sure. What'd you want?
Corey just wanted to try to make money performing.
Oh yeah,
if
just make
possible.
a performance check for me.
Could I have advantage because we're big time heroes?
Sure.
Because we just did a good for the town.
Go for it.
Oh, that's actually not super great. 21.
21. That's not bad. You make 290 gold, as well as a bunch of muffins.
Oh wow. You said 209 or 290?
290.
Okay. And then is there and I'm sorry if this is common knowledge, is there a postal service in this part of the
you could easily. What are you trying to send? Is it just like a letter or a package?
I want to send some money
Oh, okay. Where are you sending money to?
to Niles.
Oh. Yes, you could easily send a parcel addressed
Sorry
to
you got
Niles.
demoted. Here's money for food.
Oh my god.
Yeah. I'm just going to write and there's going to be a bunch of cross-outs and scribbling and stuff because as much as Corey does know how to read, doesn't mean that they've put it into practice a whole lot in their life.
Yep.
And just writes, "Hi, this is from Corey.
You
your
got
favorite changeling."
Got the Andy R in there from Toy Story.
Yeah. This is from your favorite changeling. Haha. Just kidding. You probably still hate me. Here's some money. Hope you're okay. I'm probably gonna visit you in a dream tonight before you even get this to let you know it's coming. Maev says hi. And then send it.
Okay. 1 gold to send it.
No, I'm sorry. I'll give them 150. That's what I want to give.
Right. I just mean like to actually
costs a gold to
send it. It costs a gold to send
Oh.
it. Yeah.
It's gonna be 151 gold.
Petty change.
Oh boy.
All right.
And
So
then,
back at the
sorry, you said
camp.
I see, yeah.
Yep. Zana
Oh
and
my
Roz show
God,
up, and you see
Roz.
Roz's awesome shiny new hand.
I put a
You
picture
look
of it in the
so cool.
Discord.
You look freaking badass, Roz.
Thank you.
Like, not even kidding.
Well, I hope it's effective, and she offers her hand to shake.
Can I insight, or is that not allowed?
Tell you what, go ahead and make an insight. Roz, you
Hmm.
get deception with advantage because you're being helped by Zana.
Oh, that's good, because she is a terrible liar.
I'm aware.
I was just gonna say you could channel one of us too.
You could.
I got a 22.
13.
Yeah. No, you think it's the coolest thing ever.
Oh my god, so cool. Does it
as
just
you,
like...
as you take hold of it, she like pulls away, and it just comes right off, and she
Yep.
just screams.
Oh my god, Roz.
Corey,
I'm so
what the
sorry.
fuck? Why did you just
I-
break it?
I just like rapid fire, just shoot all the cure wounds out of my Ioun stone into Roz.
Wait.
And you see that both Roz
Probably
and
Zana
Zana are laughing. Yeah.
I facepall.
Don't worry. No, so while the arm is actually incredible and probably better than my old arm, which is a weird thing to say out loud, they don't have anyone who can actually attach it to me properly, because it takes like a lot of specialized magic know-how to get the nerve endings to connect.
Do
Uh,
you have any suggestions of who?
they said people who are good with aormatons, so maybe our friends in Aor's Recollection, or I was thinking maybe up in
Rescue Leaf's
Yeah.
mom. Yeah.
Leaf's mom seems uniquely good
Can't
with
capable.
aormatons.
Huh? So she's still alive.
Or
that would be
we
ideal.
could talk to Pumat's soul. He might have something that could make it like a moving arm somehow.
Well, the arm will
he-
move. I just needed to attach it to me.
Yeah, I would
So I
say
can make it
based
move.
on the conversation you just had with him about the memory chip, Pumat Soul is probably not the best option to go to.
Yeah.
Let's see what we can find out with, going up to help Leaf, because, I mean, there's got to be somebody up there.
Yeah.
And we'll figure it out from there. If we have to backtrack, we'll backtrack.
That's fine. No, I think it's the arm is not the priority. Helping Leaf's mom is, so we should do that.
But just as a preview of what's to come, if you want to get this programmed into D&D Beyond when you have a chance, you will receive a new feat when you attach that arm, which is Steamcast Adamantium Limb. It'll increase your Constitution score by 1. Once per short rest, you can use a reaction to turn a critical hit against you into a normal hit. And since it's an arm, if you're not using a shield, your AC increases by 1.
Got it. Very cool.
Nice.
So if you ever wanted to throw your shield down and 2-hand Radiant Sister, you would only be losing out on 1
2
AC. Oh yeah, 2, because
Well,
you have a
I have a
magical
shield plus 1,
Yep,
yeah.
yep, fair enough.
Oh.
Very cool. Thank
All
you.
right.
Excellent.
Yep.
I will throw it in.
So, Maev is gonna dream to Shauna. Was anybody else? Oh, Corey, you wanted to dream to Niles.
Yeah, and then Corey will say, if you guys want to dream, I got to rest in between, all the things, so let me know. Anyone? Not some past lover you want to rekindle the flame with?
Or
Roz will ask to go visit Sarah so she can continue her sword training, but instead of that.
Okay. All right, so yep, Rosalind, you go into Saris's to hang out and sword train. Give me just roll a d20. This is just how focused is Saris today.
Ugh. Yeah, that could
I guess I better go get another tent, by the way.
I rolled a nat 20, actually.
Easy enough to get another tent. All right, yeah, you keep her pretty focused on her training. Exandria Roz is there to kind of point out any either sort of small little dumb mistakes that you like forget to say or that leave out because it's like second nature to you at this point. Yeah. There's a few times where she's like, how about instead of that you try this? And it's up to you how you respond, but even in your head you're like, oh damn, that is a good idea.
No, I think that would make sense. Like,
okay.
Again, she's talking to the version of her who's lived many times. Probably has learned a few of these tricks.
Actually remembers everything, yeah.
Yeah. I do have some stuff I want to ask Exandria Roz about, but Maev can go first.
This is your first dream to Sarah since you lost your arm. No, wait.
No, she saw last time that I had my arm.
Correct. Yep,
this time I've
that's
actually got the robot arm on, because now I know what it looks like.
Okay. Well, she does ask about that then.
That's reasonable. And Roz explains that, she had it made for her, and she in the waking world, she hasn't yet been able to get it attached, but she will eventually.
Yep. And so Saris is like, so you gave your bones to a fae, got magic things from the fae, and now you have a magic arm? And you see Exandria Ross behind her is just giving you this look like.
That is not at all how it went down. There was a lot of struggle and pain in between those events, and people got hurt. So.
Did anybody die?
Yes.
Were they your friends?
They were not, but
were they bad people?
She debates about that. I would say they were, yes. They were not great individuals.
So in the end, it was worth it?
Saris, I need to make this super clear to you. Do not give your arms or your bones to a fairy.
Okay.
Ross was just like,
So she goes off practicing some of the stuff that you taught her.
Yeah.
I could kick your ass in here.
Yeah, I mean, you could probably kick my ass in most venues, I think. Can I ask you something?
Sure.
Your appearance. I'm going to try and say this the nicest way I can. You're older.
Yeah, I think it's a bit of like I'm a spirit, so I don't really have a look. Right. I think it's a little bit of manifestation of what I looked like last time when I was eaten by a dragon.
Fair. That's just it, though. I never imagined myself living very long. Certainly not old enough to look the way you do.
Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. Life can end a lot of different ways.
Sure, but I don't know.
We drowned one time when we were 9. That was scarier than the dragon thing, actually.
Ooh.
Yeah, drowning sounds terrifying. Having recently almost drowned, yeah, that's pretty awful.
It's one of the first things Saris teaches us now when we can.
How to swim?
Yeah.
I mean, you really can't swim in my home. It's not really a major concern, but...
You don't have to worry about it then.
Fair. No, Have you ever gotten to the point where your body starts failing you?
I mean, magic can help sometimes. There was one time where... Is it I or is it we? I feel this is weird. Well,
I guess it's we.
all right. There was one time that we got old enough to where it could have, but we didn't let the world work us as hard as we normally do.
We lived a peaceable life.
I didn't say that. But we lived a good one. It was a happy one.
I can't imagine dying in a bed. I hate that idea. I hate the thought of it. I mean, unless I'm like fighting with someone in a bed, which would be sick as hell.
I would say you lack imagination then.
I just mean to say I'd rather go out with my boots on.
If you ever find yourself in Teldore, go and visit Whitestone. And that was a while ago. You might have to ask around or check some city records, but ask about the White Lion of Whitestone.
Was that you or us?
Let's be clear. That was me.
No.
Yeah.
That was us.
No, you're right. I live these lives. You were from a different world. I think we figured it out. It's I.
That's really cool.
All right, well, now I kind of want to know what I did here.
Well, one way to find out.
We do have to go there. Give context.
Thanks. Me. Hey, this is weird.
I'm welcome.
Yeah.
And then Sarah says, like, hey, am I doing this right? And you go back into your
No.
lessons.
I think they both at the same time were like, no.
Nope.
You are not.
She's like holding it like upside down, like it's like a shorter like katana type thing. It's like, stop that. It's a long sword.
Yeah, she's trying to do like a ninja style, like the backhand of it. We're like, no, God.
Corey, was there anything specific that you wanted to say to Niles?
Can you guys hear me okay?
Yes.
We sure can.
Okay, awesome. No, I think I'm just like, hey, bud, it's your favorite. And then just kind of tell him like, hey, I sent money. I'm so sorry.
Mm-hmm.
How's life? And then Corey does their best to like act engaged about whatever Niles talks about.
Go ahead and make a persuasion check for me.
Okay, this is going to be very hard to do because I'm in the dark.
She lost power.
Do you
She's
have
not
access
fit.
to your character sheet? Because I can open that up on my end to give you your bonus.
Yeah,
I'm
that might
using
be
the faint light from my laptop and just rolling right there. Sorry, what was the check?
Persuasion.
Persuasion.
Oh, that's like +9. So 17.
Okay. He's had a few days to kind of sit with this now. You still get the, as you like manifest, like, oh, not again. That he's obviously still having like reoccurring dreams about it, but he is a bit more calmer. He listens out, and he tells you like, you don't need to send money. I have money. I'm not poor. I didn't get fired or anything like that.
Oh, well, I kind of already did it. And
all right. Well, I mean, I'll take it when it gets here. I'm just letting you know I don't need it.
I know. No, I know. I just look. I know that it kind of seems like I'm doing this because I just feel guilty and I want to make myself feel better, but that's not. I truly do want to help, and I know you think that you may not need it, but honestly, if you're like, I'll give it to charity or whatever, like that's yours to choose, because technically what I did kind of took those earnings from you. So
it's not about the money here, and I learned a valuable lesson. There's no shortcut for hard work and checking your sources.
Yeah.
Things like
I
that.
know. I'm sorry. Look, if you want, and you can tell me to shut up, and you'll never hear from me again. I'll probably still send you money, but I can tell you what I do know about like changelings, and I actually did want to talk to you more. And I kind of show the symbol and very kind of give the short of the, yeah, my parents are royalty and I'm stuck here and I don't know how to reach them and my stuff doesn't work, but hey, I am really like of the Sealy Court, so if that's useful, I don't know.
Why don't you save the world a bit more so that more people believe you, and then maybe we can try talking to my superiors again when they don't think that everything I bring them is hogwash.
Yeah, no, and I hear you. Sure.
And make some donations
actually,
to libraries instead of
libraries.
Every town you go in now, as your punishment, because if you have all this money, every time you go to a town, you donate to the library.
Okay, like how I donated to you, or like
I'll put it towards give it to them so they can buy more books for kids and stuff.
Oh, you mean money, not false information. Okay, understood.
No!
Yes. I wasn't sure what you meant. I'm sorry.
You know what? Take Maev with you when you go to make sure it gets done right.
Okay, yes. I'll take her with me. That's fine. And now you don't have to answer. You owe me nothing, but you're really smart, and I recognize that. Do you know anything about like time magic and stuff?
Time magic? Like chronergy?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
I mean, not really. Arcane isn't really my specialty. The little that I know about it is it's a relatively new area of study. A lot of the advancements in it came out of Xhorhas and the Kryn dynasty.
That's real far away. Okay, I was just curious. Yeah, thank you. Do you want the same one with like the unicorns and you and Maev?
No, just go away.
I'm just offering you a good dream. I don't know.
No, just leave me to my normal stuff. I'm going to therapy now. It helps.
Oh, that's good. That's really good. Okay.
I'm happy for him.
Bye. Have a good night.
All right. And finally, Maev.
Yep.
So, how are you manifesting this dream to your sister?
She's gonna have a sort of, she's actually gonna try to recreate the refugee camp.
Okay. All right. So you do, and you see your sister there walking through it. Are there people here as well?
Yeah.
What are they doing? Does it feel real? Like, do they recognize her presence, or is it just sort of happening around her?
No, I kind of just wanted her to just happening around her, just kind of so she can get a visual.
Okay.
So I'm hoping to kind of use it to explain what's happening.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm trying to make it that she's not. I'm trying to make her aware that this is a dream.
Yep.
So I'm not trying to trick her.
You kind of watch as she kind of walks around a bit, kind of puts her hands on them, sees that nothing that she does really sort of affects it. Maev, is this you again?
Yeah, it's me. This is happening in Gwardan right now.
All right.
I'm going to be going to the Grove soon, and I just wanted you to know what I saw. I guess there's like a disease happening, and so far it's the only thing they know that seems to help it is people leaving.
Then why are you going back then? And don't say because I told you to, or I swear to the Moonweaver, Maev. I don't know if I can cause you pain in a dream, but I will try.
She folds her arms and gives her a very steely look. I'm going back because I'm pretty sure a portal is there that I probably caused. And then I'm leaving again. But I'm not trying to make you feel bad. I just want you to know what's going on because these are our people, and I just wanted to try again to know what you're going through.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to work as fast as I can, but it's difficult. There are forces working against us. I guess there always is in life.
What are you trying to do so fast?
Save the world, Maev. Just like you. But people try to do it in different ways, I guess.
Well, that's great then. We have a common goal, right?
Yeah. But it's a dangerous job, Maev, and I want you to be safe.
The world's in danger. I'm not safe.
There are safer places.
Yeah, where?
Stay in Gwardan with our people. Protect them. They need it.
She kind of folds her temples. Okay. You got to say, don't you dare say this to me. So I'm saying it to you. Stop trying to tell me what to do. I want to work together with you. These are our people. We had the same job at one point, right? And now we are going about it in different ways. I'm inviting you in to help me. Let me help you.
You can't. You wouldn't. It's more complex than that, Maev.
How?
You want to help me? All right, you don't have to do what I say. You can go wherever you want. But if you want to help me, don't go back to the Pallid Grove if that's what's going on there. If our people have left, just... The reason that so many people followed in your footsteps is because maybe that's just the future of the Pallid Elves. Maybe we just need to abandon the Pallid Grove and take our spot in Exandria. I think people following you after you left, that wasn't an accident.
Maybe. What? Abandoned to whatever disease is there? And like I said, pretty sure there's going to be a portal opening up. I caused great change.
There's great change all over the world, Maev. I'm taking care of that.
You're closing portals?
Not exactly.
What are you doing then?
I'm trying something different. I need you to trust me. I know that's hard to ask considering everything that's happened. But the Oracle is a defect.
Well, we know that she's supposed to do a certain type of programming for the architect, and she's not. She's in some ways going against him. Do you mean that, or do you mean something else?
I don't know yet. I'm still trying to figure out the specifics and what can be trusted. I can't say any more just yet.
Are you at least with people?
Yes, I have a small group.
Okay. And you trust them?
Yeah, I do.
Insight check.
Go ahead, make an insight check.
21.
You can see there's just some complicated feelings there. You believe her that she trusts them, but she probably has more feelings for them beyond just that.
Okay. Do you know about a Hallowed Elf and Bisatile at all?
Before you and me?
I don't know, before me at least.
I was the first one to leave. If there was no one else between us, then no.
You weren't up there?
No.
Insight check.
Make an insight check.
Damn it! Never mind. 11. Of course. As far as I know, she's telling the truth.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. Well, Shauna, we're already going to be going to the Palo Grove. I've already told the people I was going to figure this out. And we already were having to go there because there's pretty sure there's a portal. If you know something about this disease, I'll welcome any information you have.
I don't. This is the first time I've gotten news of anything happening in the Grove or people leaving beyond chasing after the Farseer.
Seems that has spread to you. Fine. What do you want me to say when I see Mom and Dad?
I guess just make sure they're all right. You can let them know that I'm alive and I'm well and I don't think there's anything you can say to Father, but just let Mother know that what I'm trying to do will help everyone. Everyone in the Grove, everyone outside of the Grove.
Okay. Fine. I guess
Can
one
I-
last thing then. Huh?
No, you go ahead first.
How are you knowing about things that I do, and how are you hiding your own self from scrying?
The heroics of the second chances spreads farther and faster than I think you give yourself credit for.
Okay.
As for hiding myself from scrying, have you been trying to spy on me?
No, I asked the Oracle once about what you were up to, and she couldn't see you.
I'm not sure. Maybe it has something to do with the broken connection from forsaking the mission she tried to give me. Or maybe she's lying. I don't know.
Is this group you're with also people who turned away?
No, I don't speak about the Oracle and her mission to many people after with the way I was treated at home, through the coast and into the Empire.
I don't know why I was successful and you weren't, but I'm sorry. Maybe I got more help when you should have. I don't know. It doesn't feel very fair.
Just be careful. You've closed a few portals, but you're not successful yet. Even the last time that this happened, back in the Calamity, all they did was delay the Architect. They pushed him off onto us now.
But you're looking for a way to make it not temporary?
Yeah. Does us no good to kick the stone down the road.
Well, that I can agree with. You want to make sure I'm safe. I'm worried about you too.
Well, it is the prerogative of the older sibling to worry about the younger sibling. So, sorry you were born out of order.
Well, no offense, but I've had to grow up quickly. So as an adult sister, even if I am younger, I still worry.
You're allowed to. Could I make a request?
Sure.
Will you let me know the next time you're going to dream to me beforehand?
Sorry, someone used up all my sending stones today.
Okay.
But I will give you a heads up. Suppose
Thank
this
you.
means that you will welcome another chat?
As long as it's not you trying to pry more out of me, I will share more when I'm able to.
Being patient for the walls to come down. I have heard that before. She nods. Sweet dreams.
Be
Chandra.
safe.
You too. Do you want me to make any other rules that I
Nope.
failed last time?
Nope.
Okay.
And with the dream ending, I think we will go ahead and wrap this session up there.